Well, I went to work for the Sheriff's Office, and it was the year prior to that, I think in 1956, when there was a bunch of elk hunters that were stranded in the woods because of some heavy snows, and as a result of that kind of a search that they conducted back in 1956, a group of people, including Ben Pearson and a fellow by the name of Roy Downing, kind of started discussing forming a search and rescue group. And later on, it kind of developed into, the next year or two, kind of developed into wanting to do something for the youth in the county, and they established a Hashknife Stampede. And during that period of time, I think it was when the first letter was ever delivered down to Phoenix by the posse, they rode straight through. They didn't stop anywhere. They followed the old sheep trail from down somewhere in Navajo County, clear into Phoenix or into the valley area, and delivered an invitation to the governor at that time and to be a guest at this Hashknife Stampede. And the following year, it got enough publicity that the following year the Phoenix Chamber of Commerce invited him to come down and ride in a parade for the Phoenix Rodeo. Then later on, the Scottsdale JCs got involved and decided to invite him to the Prado del Sol, and that's how it's ended up delivering all the mail directly into Scottsdale from that point on. I think it must have been probably 1960, probably 1960 when they first went to Scottsdale. The mail ride has gotten to be, seems like the biggest part of the efforts of the posse, and they still devote time when they're called upon to help search and rescue. The Pony Express mail route has become so popular that seems to be the prime interest of so many people. They established a leg riding out of Navajo County from Holbrook and Winslow and Show Low, and then they all converged in Payson and rode from Payson on into Scottsdale together. There's been some times in the winter that there has been some tough times for the horses and the riders to get through. Invariably there's cold weather, and a lot of times there's been a lot of snow, and there's been times when those horses had to plow through quite a bit of snow, even on the highway, going over the rim especially. It was kind of a slick, disastrous ride sometimes up over that rim. There's some stories that can be told. One year there was a fellow by the name of Dutch Rupke, who was apparently a first-time rider, and they decided to hang him as part of his initiation, and someone fashioned a noose that was supposed to have been hard and fast so that it would not do any damage, but he nearly got hung. The noose slipped, and fortunately they got him down in time to revive him, and he was all right. But it didn't scare him out, because he went a number of times thereafter. I was with the Sheriff's Department from 1957 until January 1985. I was the sheriff the last 12 years of that period of time. I started my first year of participation with the Pony Express was probably 1959, and I rode probably for about I can't recall now, probably 20 years steady each year. I served as the captain of the posse 2 different years. And I'm a life member of the posse still.